In a town where fame and fortune collide, it's easy to see how the lines between love and temptation can blur. But for these celebrities, their passionate affairs became the catalyst for their downfall, forever changing the course of their careers. From explosive affairs to shocking betrayals, here are the top 20 celebrity affairs that destroyed Hollywood careers. Number 20. Jason Aldean. In 2012, country music singer Jason Aldean was caught in a highly publicized situation. He was photographed with Brittany Kerr, a former American Idol contestant, engaging in behavior that suggested a romantic connection while he was still married to his first wife. This caused a lot of controversy and affected Aldean's personal life and public image. Realizing the seriousness of his actions and the pain it caused his family, Aldean publicly apologized for his behavior and expressed remorse. He acknowledged the consequences of his actions, which ultimately led to the end of his marriage. This situation highlighted the negative impact of infidelity and the challenges faced by celebrities when their private lives are exposed. Despite the fallout from the affair, Aldean and Brittany Kerr chose to continue their relationship, and they ended up getting married in 2015. Over time, they have embraced their new life together, welcoming children and symbolizing growth and healing from difficult circumstances. The affair and its aftermath have had a lasting impact on Aldean's personal life and public image. It serves as a reminder that public figures are not exempt from facing consequences for their actions, and that private matters can become public knowledge. It emphasizes the importance of being accountable and the challenges individuals in the spotlight face when managing their personal relationships and public perception. Number 19. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt, the dashing Hollywood heartthrob, has been the talk of the town due to his tumultuous love life. Get this, he was caught in a steamy affair during his marriage to Jennifer Aniston. Can you believe it? The temptation came in the form of his seductive co-star Angelina Jolie while they were filming the sizzling movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2004. And here's the kicker, Jolie was already in a relationship herself. The affair between Pitt and Jolie ignited a media frenzy, causing the downfall of Pitt's marriage to Aniston and giving birth to the infamous power couple known as Brangelina. Their scandalous romance was splashed across the tabloids, with paparazzi focused on their every move. They managed to keep the flames of their forbidden love burning for years before finally tying the knot in 2014. But their once-envied relationship hit a rocky patch in 2016 and ended with a fiery divorce that was finalized in 2019. While we can only speculate about Pitt's involvement in any other secret affairs, one thing is for sure, his personal life has become an obsession for the public and the gossip-hungry tabloids. Number 18. LeAnn Rimes and Eddie Cibrian. LeAnn Rimes, a country music singer, and Eddie Cibrian, an actor, found themselves in the midst of a highly publicized affair that captured the attention of the media. The affair began when both Rimes and Cibrian were already married to other people. Their paths crossed while working together on a movie set in 2009, and they soon developed a romantic relationship that resulted in the end of their respective marriages. As the details of their affair came to light, the media extensively covered the situation, leading to heightened public scrutiny of Rimes and Cibrian. Many individuals criticized them for betraying their spouses and causing emotional turmoil within their families. After their divorces were finalized, Rimes and Cibrian eventually married each other in 2011. While they have continued their careers in the entertainment industry, the affair continues to be a significant part of their public image and has shaped how some people perceive them. Number 17. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the big shot actor, had an affair with his ex-housekeeper, Mildred Baena. And guess what? They ended up having a love child named Joseph Baena. Can you believe he kept it a secret from his wife, Maria Shriver, and their family? But you know how these things go. The truth always comes out. Schwarzenegger had to own up to his affair and admit that Joseph was his son. Man, it caused such a commotion. The whole family and the public were in shock and seriously disappointed. He had to apologize and say how sorry he was for all the pain he had caused. But here's where it gets even juicier. The affair led to the breakup and eventual divorce of Schwarzenegger and Shriver. Talk about a messy situation. It's a real eye-opener about the consequences of cheating and how doing so can tear families apart. Their affair is a prime example of the chaos and fallout that comes from betraying your spouse. It shows just how much damage can be done and how it affects everyone involved. Number 16. Jim Bakker. Back in the late 1980s, a prominent televangelist, Jim Bakker, got caught up in a scandal involving an affair with Jessica Hahn. She spilled the beans and revealed that they had had a sexual encounter. Talk about drama. It totally messed up Bakker's reputation and caused a huge controversy. The affair caused a major divide within Bakker's ministry, and he ended up facing legal and financial troubles. In fact, he was convicted of fraud and conspiracy for some shady stuff related to his organization. That's a big fall from grace, right? The affair with Hahn was like the straw that broke the camel's back. It played a major role in Bakker's downfall, and he had to step down from his ministry. Trust me, you don't want to mess with scandals like this if you're in the business of preaching. Number 15. Jimmy Swaggart. Since we just talked about one televangelist, here's another. In 1988, it came to light that televangelist Jimmy Swaggart had been involved in sexual encounters with a prostitute. The revelation shocked his followers and dealt a heavy blow to his reputation and ministry. The scandal unfolded when a private investigator caught Swaggart in the act, and photos of the encounters were made public. This prompted a swift response from Swaggart's religious denomination, leading to a temporary suspension from his ministry. Swaggart publicly confessed his wrongdoing and asked for forgiveness, but the consequences of the scandal were significant. His supporters lost trust in him, and his influence within the televangelist community declined. Number 14. Eliot Spitzer. You won't believe what happened to Eliot Spitzer, the former governor of New York. Back in 2008, it came out that he was linked to a high-end prostitution ring called the Emperor's Club VIP. Yup, he was caught being a client. And you know what that meant? He had to step down from his position as governor, and that was the end of his political career. The scandal was all over the news, and it seriously messed up Spitzer's reputation. People started questioning his judgment and integrity. He had to go on a public apology tour, saying sorry for his actions and admitting the impact they had had on his family and the trust of the public. Number 13. John Edwards. Now let's talk about John Edwards, a big-shot American politician. Back in 2007, when he was running for the Democratic presidential nomination, rumors started swirling about him having an affair. And guess what? The rumors were true. Edwards had been involved in a long-term affair with Rielle Hunter, who was working as a videographer for his campaign. The affair caused a lot of chaos in Edwards' marriage to his wife, Elizabeth, and it became a major media sensation. As if things weren't complicated enough, it turned out that Hunter had gotten pregnant during the affair. At first, Edwards denied being the father of her child, but DNA testing later proved otherwise. Yup, he was the dad. The whole scandal seriously damaged Edwards' political career and his personal reputation. It was a messy situation that ended up tearing his marriage apart. Sadly, his wife passed away in 2010 after battling breast cancer. Number 12. Gary Hart. Gary Hart, a top contender for the Democratic nomination in the 1988 presidential election, had his campaign derailed by a scandal. The Miami Herald uncovered Hart's extramarital affair with a model named Donna Rice. It all started when the Herald received a tip about Hart spending time with another woman on a yacht called Monkey Business. The Herald's reporter kept an eye on Hart's Washington, D.C. townhouse and witnessed him leaving with a woman who wasn't his wife on multiple occasions. When the Herald confronted him, Hart initially denied the affair, saying he was just accompanying Rice. However, the newspaper published photos proving the relationship. In a televised press conference, Hart avoided directly answering questions about adultery. The scandal and Hart's evasive responses led him to dropping out of the race, abruptly ending his political career. Number 11. Ingrid Bergman. Ingrid Bergman, the iconic Hollywood legend, had a close call with her career due to her personal life. Back in the early days of Hollywood, scandals were a big no-no. Bergman's affair with Italian director Roberto Rossellini almost ruined everything. After her success in Casablanca, Bergman got tired of the Hollywood scene and became fascinated with foreign films. She got hooked on Rossellini after watching one of his Italian movies with her husband, Peter Lindstrom. She was so smitten that when she found another one of his films playing in Rome, she hopped on a plane to meet him. Their meeting turned into a year-long affair that seriously put Bergman's career at risk. Rossellini even cast her in his movie Stromboli, filmed in Italy. But here's the kicker. Bergman was still married to Lindstrom when she publicly announced her pregnancy with Rossellini's child. This revelation caused major trouble in her career. Number 10. Billy Crudup. If you know Billy Crudup, you'll know that before he tied the knot with Naomi Watts, his love life was one wild roller coaster ride. Now here's the tea. Crudup straight up left his girlfriend of 8 years, the actress Mary Louise Parker, when she was 7 months pregnant. And guess who he left her for? None other than his co-star from Stage Beauty, Claire Danes, in 2003. Talk about a major love triangle. Before all the drama, Crudup was making waves in Hollywood. He had scored leading roles in hit movies like Without Limits, Almost Famous, and Big Fish. He was on his way to becoming a huge star, but then came the fallout from his infamous betrayal. The aftermath of Crudup's highly publicized affair seriously tarnished his reputation and star power. It was a major blow to his career and public image. And as for Crudup and Danes, well, they eventually went their separate ways too, adding another twist to the tale of their scandalous relationship. Ah, the drama of Hollywood love affairs. You never know what's going to happen next. Number 9. Jude Law. Jude Law's romantic involvement with his children's nanny became a major celebrity spectacle. The nanny went public with the alleged details of their romantic encounters. Eventually, Law felt compelled to issue a public apology, expressing his humiliation and upset over the affair. This wasn't the first time Law faced accusations of infidelity, but the fact that his relationship with actress Sienna Miller was highly publicized made the situation even more damaging to his career. Number 8. Gavin Rossdale. Gavin Rossdale rose to fame in the mid-90s with his grunge rock band Bush. However, in the 2000s, he became mostly known as the husband of Gwen Stefani, the former lead singer of No Doubt, who had a successful solo career and gained fame for her fashion sense and role as a coach on The Voice. Stefani even joined Rossdale on tour to generate more excitement for his shows. But their relationship took a nosedive when Rossdale allegedly cheated on Stefani with their nanny. Reports suggest that Stefani discovered incriminating texts and photos on one of their son's tablets. Sadly for Rossdale, this scandal overshadowed his subsequent professional endeavors, including his role as a coach on The Voice UK. Meanwhile, Stefani captured attention with her high-profile romance and eventual marriage to country star and fellow voice coach Blake Shelton. As a result, Rossdale may forever be known as the guy who cheated on America's punk princess. Number 7. Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck's life took a dramatic turn, becoming tabloid material as he fulfilled his lifelong dream of playing Batman in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, while allegedly being unfaithful to his wife Jennifer Garner. In 2015, rumors surfaced that Affleck had cheated on Garner with their children's nanny. Although Affleck's representative denied the reports, the couple separated shortly after the affair rumors emerged. But the cheating allegations didn't stop there. When his relationship with SNL producer Lindsay Shookus became public, reports suggested that they had been involved for years before his divorce from Garner was even announced. Since the fallout of Bennifer, Affleck's star status has significantly declined. Not only did he experience several box office disappointments, including Justice League and his passion project Live by Night, but he has also become the subject of jokes and ridicule. In a new start, Affleck married Jennifer Lopez in a Las Vegas ceremony on July 16, 2022. Number 6. Jesse James. On March 25, 2010, Jesse James, who had recently divorced Sandra Bullock, gave an exclusive interview to Nightline. In the interview, he discussed his relationship, his time in rehab, and the reasons behind his infidelity towards his Oscar-winning wife. Shortly after Bullock won an Oscar for her role in The Blind Side, reports emerged that James had cheated on her. Multiple women came forward, claiming to have had relationships with James, which turned their marriage into tabloid gossip. From the start, James and Bullock seemed like an unusual couple. Bullock, known as America's sweetheart and for her role in Miss Congeniality, was dating a tattooed motorcycle builder, adding to the intrigue surrounding their relationship. Number 5. Meg Ryan. In 2000, while still married to Dennis Quaid, Meg Ryan met Russell Crowe, her co-star in Proof of Life. Their affair became public before the film's release, causing significant damage to Meg's career and personal life. She was blamed for ruining her marriage and faced backlash at the box office, leading to the film's failure and her subsequent divorce from Quaid. However, the reality of her marriage to Quaid differed from public perception. During the filming of Proof of Life, Meg and Quaid announced their separation. The film's director, Taylor Hackford, attributed its box office failure to Meg's relationship with Russell. Despite the challenges, Meg gained self-awareness from the experience. She realized that public censure holds no power when one knows oneself, sharing this insight in an interview with The Guardian in 2003. To exacerbate public judgment, Meg and Russell ended their relationship before the year ended. Meg acknowledged that Russell faced repercussions due to their connection, but clarified that he was not responsible for her marriage ending. She admitted her own emotional struggles and stated that she couldn't commit to another long-term relationship at that time. Moreover, Meg accused Dennis Quaid of infidelity throughout their relationship, dispelling the notion that she was solely responsible for their issues. Number 4. Tiger Woods. Now here's some gossip from 2009. It turns out that Tiger Woods was not the perfect role model we all thought he was. News broke that he had been fooling around with multiple women behind his wife's back for years. The media had a field day with this juicy story, and Woods' image took a major hit. It was like a bomb went off in his public image. To make matters worse, Woods lost some major endorsement deals because of the scandal. Companies like Gillette, AT&T, and Accenture dropped him like a hot potato. To top it all off, Woods decided to take a break from professional golf. He needed some time away from the spotlight. It wasn't until the following year that he made a comeback. Although Woods has returned to competitive golf and had some success, that scandal and all of its messiness still haunt him. It's become a big part of how people see him and his legacy. Number 3. Kristen Stewart and Rupert Sanders. Kristen Stewart spilled the beans in her most honest interview yet, talking about her infamous affair with Rupert Sanders. She chatted with Howard Stern and didn't hold anything back. The 29-year-old actress admitted that her relationship with the Snow White and the Huntsman director wasn't innocent. But she also thought the backlash she received was pretty absurd. Let's rewind to 2012 when Stewart was just 22 and Sanders was 41. They got caught on camera kissing, and here's the kicker. Sanders was married to actress Liberty Ross, and Stewart was dating her Twilight co-star Robert Pattinson. Talk about a messy love triangle. The two had met on set while filming Snow White and the Huntsman, where Ross even made an appearance. But after news of their affair hit the headlines, Stewart didn't get to come back for the sequel. It's safe to say that Stewart's affair with Sanders was one of those Hollywood scandals that will be remembered for a long time. Number 2. Johnny Carson. Johnny Carson, the beloved talk show host, faced a scandal that wasn't even his own. His son, Christopher Carson, revealed that he was going to be a father. Johnny was initially pleased, but then learned that the child's mother was black, and his attitude changed. Johnny gave Christopher an ultimatum: end the relationship or lose his allowance. Christopher chose to cut ties with his pregnant partner, abandoned the child, and refused to provide child support despite DNA proof of his paternity. The granddaughter, Crystal, reached out to Johnny through postcards for years, but he and his wife never responded. When Johnny passed away, Crystal received no inheritance. She lived in poverty. It's sad because this situation likely wouldn't have harmed Johnny's career, yet he chose to disconnect from his own granddaughter. In a twist of irony, the granddaughter he rejected became his only grandchild. He died alone in 2005. Number 1. Ryan Phillippe and Abbie Cornish. Ryan Phillippe and Reese Witherspoon were once a hot couple in Hollywood, but they called it quits in 2006. Phillippe moved on with Abbie Cornish, sparking rumors of infidelity during his marriage to Witherspoon. In 2006, they filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Both have since talked about their relationship, attributing their youthful naivety to the marriage's demise. But some questioned whether Phillippe was unfaithful. Phillippe and Cornish started dating shortly after his split from Witherspoon, which fueled speculation of an affair while working together on the film Stop Loss. Cornish faced backlash, being labeled a homewrecker, and she described that period as, quote, difficult. Unfortunately, Phillippe lost his heartthrob status in Hollywood. His clean-cut, boy-next-door image vanished, and fans were outraged by his alleged two-timing of America's Sweetheart. In 2008, Phillippe denied the cheating rumors, insisting that he never cheated on Witherspoon. He defended Cornish, stating it was unfair to target her. He also admitted that his marriage to Witherspoon had difficulties before their divorce announcement. Phillippe and Cornish dated from 2006 to 2010. Though neither has openly discussed their breakup, it seems to have been a contentious split, with each of their representatives claiming the other had initiated the breakup. And that wraps up our list of the top 20 celebrity affairs that rocked Hollywood careers. These affairs have left a lasting impact on some of our favorite stars. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.